Hi, my name is Henrico de la Cruz, and I'm going to present my machine learning foundation for product managers peer graded assignment. In this assignment, the objective is to build a model to predict the electrical energy output of a combined cycle power plant. And for this assignment as well, we are given a data set which came from the reading from the sensors at the power plant. The columns in the data is consist of several variables starting from temperature, ambient pressure, relative humidity, exhaust vacuum, and lastly, the net hourly electrical energy output that we need to identify. Here are the guidelines for the project. First is to determine what type of machine learning approach is needed, and later on select an appropriate output metric. Second is to determine which possible features we may want to use in the model and identify all the different algorithms we might consider. Third is to split the data to create several test sets to evaluate the performance of our final model. Then using the training sets, I will going to determine which validation strategy will going to be used to compare the models. Number four is to use the validation approach to compare at least two different models. And lastly, evaluate the performance of the final model. Here are the steps that I have followed. For the modeling approach, I have used or I have choose multiple linear regression since the data set is in numeric data and it is relatively linear or it has a relative linear relationship. Second, for the model building, I started using all the features in the data set, then identify the correlations later on. For the model validation, I have established a fixed split validation, 16% for the test model, 84% for the training model. And to compare the models, I have used R squared to evaluate. For the first model, I used four features, and on the second model, I only used three features. And to evaluate it, I used the mean average percentage error. I used Alteryx as an application to help me uh, decide which model is going which model is going to be used for this assignment. Here is my first model. So in this model, I have used all the variables present on the dataset, and it has an output value of R square, which is 0.929. And for the mean average percentage error, it is 0.008 if we're going to round up. My second model is consists only of three variables, wherein I have removed the relative humidity data since I have identified it as that relative humidity has the less correlation between all the variables. So in this case, I just use the uh, temperature, exhaust vacuum, and ambient pressure variable. And the R square value has an output of 0.917, and the mean average percentage error has an output of 0.00849. So if we're going to compare the two models that I use, I can say that the second model has slightly less accurate compared to the first model. So I decided that my first model is the best approach to use for this assignment. Thank you for watching.